Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakorash. Give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all. Like Akim Wa'akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit. Alright, for this one, just showing you, he says, what a biology teacher accused of having sex with student at local park. And it's not only just going to show this teacher, but that this is a phenomenon going on in Babylon, in America. Right, Babylon, mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots and abominations of the earth. Why is it that here in this country there's this sick, bugged out thing where these, mid-20s, 30s and 40-year-old teachers are sexing up their young male apprentices whom they're supposed to be guiding up in the ways of this country to get them ready to be the next leaders, and instead they end up with middle school or high school pee-wee all in their mouths and Gucci, right? What the hell is going on? What is this phenomenon, and what does this show you? All right, number one, you aren't supposed to have women in leadership roles, especially over young men that are evolving into young boys that are becoming young men, right? This place, Babylon, has this constant spirit of sex floating around in the midst, and these young women right now, I'm in my 20s, right? So the teachers that are becoming teachers now in their 20s, these are bitches I didn't grow up with. These bitches are not suitable to be teaching your children anything. They gonna turn them into feminists, they gonna turn them into alphabet people, or they'll be sucking on their little pee-wees, right? What is going on in Babylon? Ultimately, what this shows you is the fall of this place, the degradation of the morals and integrities of every individual. And when every individual is wicked, the whole becomes wicked, and that's what causes a society to fall. One wicked, one too many. All right, now I'm grabbing this scripture for a reason. Now, this woman, she's not committing prostitution, but I'm grabbing this law and I'm dealing with the bottom part of it for a reason. All right, Leviticus 19:29. It says, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. So establishing the fact here that when you allow whoredom to occur, it can overtake the land, and everybody in the land becomes full of what? Sexual perversion. In which, when you link that up with Tobit, what does it tell us? All right, so it's sex is not supposed. There is order and boundaries to who is allowed to have it, when, at what age or period, right? If you let things go unchecked, evil increases. That's why there are certain laws unto death to prevent the evil from spreading in the land. That's why when you come to scriptures like this out of Tobit 4:13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking a wife of them. For in pride is destruction, and much trouble, and lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine. All right, lewdness. When you're doing things that are lewd, what does it bring? Decay, famine. All right, great want, the destruction of a society. Because if you're willing to and granted, we understand that a young man, right, is allowed to deal with a woman regardless of her age, as long as it's lawful. She's not his sister, not his mother, but Babylon has, how could I put this? These women are supposed to be the educators. They're supposed to be grooming these young children to be the upholders of the next league of motherfuckers in this society. Why are they having sexual urges toward them? And why is this a customary thing, especially in Babylon? All right, it's not hard. Why? Go look at any movie or TV show. All you see is dick and penis every goddamn where. And when all you see is dick and penis every goddamn where, what happens not too long after that? Kingdom falls. Greece, Rome, any Edomite kingdom, what happens? It becomes over-sexualized, and what does it do? It falls. So let's take a look real quick.
Yet another teacher is arrested for an alleged sexual relationship with a student. It's just one of many cases we've covered in recent weeks, highlighting a disturbing pattern emerging across the nation.
And this ain't emerging. this shit done been saturated the nation. Anybody that been known about America the last 20 years, that first famous case dealing with that young Hawaiian dude and that older white woman. All right, and these be older married Edomites mainly. These bitches be 20-some, 30-some married and be going down there and double dipping and committing adultery. What the fuck is going on in Babylon? What is going on? These bitches rather go run down on boys in high school than to actually get out here with all these single available men that's on these podcasts complaining.
This time, we're headed to Charlotte, North Carolina, where 26-year-old biology teacher Gabriella Neufeld.
26, hey, look, I'm old enough, come across this bitch, you feel me? Which I don't deal with black one by any means necessary, oh my lord, but these bitches are, this shit is crazy. This shit's crazy. There's plenty of young bachelors her age that still deal with nigga women that would love to sweep her up off her feet. And what's she doing? Fucking on babies. In which these young cats in the school, they not babies. We know that, scripturally, after 12 you become a man. But you looking at it from the American standpoint, right? Why are these teachers, specifically these females, touching on these kids? Because you don't see a whole lot of males getting down on these schoolgirls, because they would crucify the nigga upside down by his dick in midair for everybody on earth to see if that happened. All right, and then, I'm pretty sure it happens here and there, but it don't happen anywhere near as much as older female on younger male. What is going on in Babylon? Why can't these teachers keep the hots in their pants? What is going on?
Is accused of having sex with an 18-year-old student. These accusations all came to light on Wednesday. According to court docs, Neufeld engaged in intercourse or a sexual act at least 5 times since October 18th. While the interactions didn't happen at school, they allegedly happened with an 18-year-old male student. After an interview with police, Neufeld was arrested and booked into the Mecklenburg County Detention Center. She was later released on $75,000 bond. This power dynamic is one we've covered extensively at Law and Crime Network, as handfuls of similar cases have made the headlines since the start of the school year. But experts like forensic psychologist Dr. John Delatorre say this shocking pattern has existed for years.
Exactly. This pattern has existed for years. This isn't a new phenomenon in America.
90s, 80s, and 70s, early on, all of these things were happening. These things have been happening since there was a teacher and there was a student, right? So from the beginning of time, abuses like this.
Yeah, but we're not focusing on the beginning of time. We focusing on Babylon. Why does Babylon allow such sexual perversions? And what is the source? Why is it that why are we no longer upholding the biblical ways of how to look at sex and how to treat it? Chastity, virginity, modesty, covering of the head. Why who gave the green light to blow up sexuality? Esau, Edom. That's why we're dealing with this, because the white man's the devil. That's the short answer.
Have been occurring, but the technology wasn't there to engage in these kinds of things. And so in contemporary times, having an online relationship and having an offline relationship are almost the same thing. And so you can engage in these kinds of sex acts, sexual text, videos, images being sent to one another.
He says the inappropriate relationship.
Okay, so let me see.
Relationships start normally with a student-teacher dynamic. It's a gradual shift into something much darker.
It is a pretty big jump, and it's a jump that actually happens over time, right? It's not one single jump. It's one tiny little hop from one step to the next. Now, remember, some individuals actually do get sexual gratification from engaging in this behavior. So part of the thought process is also coupled with a physical gratification that the person is receiving from engaging in this behavior. It's also psychological in that they're getting attention from the victim. So there's a lot of dynamics that are at play when it comes to convincing the person that what they are doing is the right thing. They always know that it's wrong. They've always known, and they always will know that the behavior is wrong. They just don't care anymore.
Hey, and that's the part, and I'm gonna fast forward, but that's it right there. They know this shit is wrong. They just don't care anymore. That's the thing with Babylon, y'all. You don't gotta tell nobody not to be, touching up nobody, baby. Here it is. You seen this? You send that little snotty nosed nigga off to go get his little retarded ass education, and this nigga come back with, come on, man. Like, goddamn, you can't even leave your little youngsters out of eyesight for 10 seconds without a Babylonian trying to do something to them. All right, who has given the green light for all these perversions? Edom has. He's completely turned upside down that which is right. Let me go to Isaiah real quick. All right, this dude Esau, he used to be blamed for all and everything. Not 10. We're gonna go to 5. What is it? 5 and 8. No, 5 and 20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Okay, who is the man, at the top of society, calling all the shots, telling you what is and what ain't allowed? Who put, Disney in front of your face, right? Gave you the romance of, what's that punk ass bullshit? Cinderella, that bullshit. Cinderella, the sleeping bitch, Snow White. Ain't that the bitch that sleep and 7 niggas kiss on her? What type of fuck shit is that, boy? The frog shit, getting kissed on by frogs. All this media, all the laws you're allowed, all the things you're allowed to go do. Who has set that up? Esau, Edom. Who? Come on, man. All right, I want to get this real quick. Psalms 19 and 14. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So there's a perverse spirit in Babylon. Matter of fact, let's take a look at that word. All right. And her actions, although that male, 18 of legal age, right? You're supposed to be his teacher, right? You're supposed to be instructing that young man. You ain't supposed to be sexing him. But really, that's why, like the scriptures say, a woman ain't supposed to be in a seat of authority, especially over some men. That's why here in Great Millstone, y'all, we don't have churches with men and women, because what's going to be happening? All right, some way, somehow, somebody's Johnson is going to end off sideways in somebody's wife. And then when somebody picks up a shotgun and blow somebody's fucking face off, then everybody gonna be looking at everybody goddamn crazy. But to prevent all that bullshit, that's why the elders have us fashioning ourselves in the way of the old, the men off over here and the women off over there, until Shiloh come and let Yahushai sort shit out. All right, H5773. This looks like distorting, perverting, warping. The Lord has warped these motherfuckers' minds, distorted their minds. Vertigo, which is unsuitable. Depravities, perversities, which is unsuitable. These motherfuckers is out here doing things that are depraved, unsuitable. Let's come back and look at some of these goddamn women, man. You women got families, husbands, and you throwing it away. For what? The hell is going on? What y'all been watching? What you been listening to? But it makes sense. Go all the movies, all the music. Commit adultery here, murder this, commit adultery up against that. Go over there, do that. Go do this. Suck on that. Anaconda. WAP. Ain't no goddamn wonder. Everybody ready to grind off against something, man. This goddamn place.
She'd been assigned to counsel. Authorities in Ohio say Shires recorded videos of herself having sex with a boy. Investigators found that evidence on the boy's phone, and Shires admitted to the relationship while she was on the phone with his mom. At the same time, police were listening in. She's now charged with unlawful sexual contact with a minor. In the case of Ricky Lynn Laughlin, it's attempted rape that put the one-time Missouri teacher in the headlines. Investigators say she invited a 16-year-old student to have sex with her while her husband was out of the home. In Pennsylvania,
she got a whole husband.
School counselor Kelly Ann Shute was accused of preying on a 14-year-old boy in his
preying on that nigga, not P-R-A, P-R-E-Y. Predatorial. God damn it.
bedroom after his parents left the house. Investigators say the pair had inappropriate relations several times, including in her SUV and her home. California teacher Michelle Solis is accused of having a sexual relationship with a former student and sending explicit photos. 27-year-old Emily Swinkowski resigned from her teaching job in Missouri after explicit photos she took made the rounds between students. She's also accused of sexual assault, as is Cassidy Krause of Iowa, who allegedly sent explicit photos and had sexual relations with 3 boys, ages 13 and 14. Then there's the case of Alyssa McCommon, a Tennessee teacher who's allegedly pregnant with her former student's child.
Oh my God. And you see the, my bitches are freaks. And I'm not showing this to glorify, how come we not here for none of that. There's something sick going on in Babylon. Obviously, this shit wouldn't be happening. Why are married women up and humping down these young boys? What is going on in Babylon? This is a sick, twisted society. This is why we need order in the interactions between men and women. You cannot have testosterone-filled men up in front of some women, regardless of whatever the reason is. If you're not doing it the way the scriptures say to do it, then it's going to be a motherfucking problem. Because the scriptures say what? Hold up. What's going to happen to the two pairs? Somebody going to start to what? They're going to start to fucking burn. And that's what happens. She's seeing them young niggas in there. Some of them niggas coming from gym class. Some of them niggas probably more muscular than her husband. And she ain't supposed to be seeing none of that. At all. Now, I'm just getting this scripture just to show you. 1 Corinthians 7 and 8, it says, I say, therefore, to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry. For it is better to marry than to burn. So I'm just pulling this out to show you, hey, we're all adults here. We all know we go through that. You're going through time periods when you haven't had sexual relations. That shit begins to weigh on your mind and body to where it's damn near, it's all you can think about. You drooling. Well, you can't be doing that when you're in an institution where you're supposed to be teaching these youngsters, not drooling over them, imagining what they look like huffing and puffing over you. Once again, this goes to show what all this shit is up out of order.
The case of Alyssa McCommon, a Tennessee teacher who's allegedly pregnant with her former student's child. Just this week, McCommon's bond was revoked following her second arrest. She faces charges of rape, coercion of a witness, aggravated stalking, and harassment. She was arrested in early September for allegedly raping a boy in her own home. She was released on bond, but arrested again when she allegedly reached out to the victim after her release, saying she was pregnant with his child. At a hearing this week, a judge ruled McCommon will remain in jail as she awaits trial. It's the disturbing nature of these cases that continues to generate.
So I just wanted to let y'all see, and we all know this ain't nothing new, y'all. This is an American. Teachers fucking on their students is as American as American pie, as the phrase goes. But you see here, y'all, there's something going on in Babylon, y'all. This place clearly is out of order. You can't hide it anymore. Shit is busting at the seams. This is why we need Yahweh Shai to come set shit in order, okay? Set things in order. All right, this right here is what women are supposed to be doing, right? 1 Peter 5 and 14, it says, I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Okay, so they're not even supposed to be there at your school as your teacher, y'all. Hey, you as young men, us brothers, right? You were supposed to grow up under the tutelage first, literally your father and mother, right? Your mother raising you, bringing you up, weaning you off the teat, and then you go to your father's tutelage in whatever business he was skilled in, whether he was a warrior, carpenter, fisherman, painter, tanner, right? Clothes maker. That's what you did. And then, the fellow, the men of the village, of your tribe, whatever city you was in, the women, same thing, raised up under the mother, Except for what? The women stay under the mother so that they can learn their femininity and how to run the household. And growing up with other women of the tribe, you know, of the village, of the city, right? Not this Babylonian confused bullshit, because we're seeing the results of it. We're seeing this is why things have to be in order and separate, okay? Now look, you know, now she in jail wishing she was in hell, all right? So I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha Kodash. Dewan to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations. All like the Akim wa Aqua, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.